The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Told in history was when she said, "That's what Sean Carter done to me." Hey, she dropped that line that shook the whole room. Jack flows up like that. Receipts rolled in and sang. Everybody knew Jackie was playing games. But when the truth hit back and the heat got near, she said it wasn't me. When the AI did, she screamed out loud for the world to see. That's what Sean Carter done to me. She lied. She lied to you. Lied to you. But the lie stopped here. And we got proof. She tried to twist the story. Revenge the scene. Said the box framed her on the live screen. I wasn't in that fantasy that said, Jackie girl, take accountability. No pitch, no code, no digital ghost. Just Jackie talking wild, doing the most. Jaguar stepping out tall, like she held the world in her hands. Drop a story in the fire, hoping everybody understands. Quiet when the truth starts pushing through, and the moment pressure found her, she went looking for a different truth. Said the tape was the voice. Said the wires got caught somehow. Blamed the ghost in the algorithm. When they knew that's what God done to me. Till the truth pulled out, hey, and she changed her key. She had in that live stream when it was the real question is, who has Jaguar Wright? Got in the biggest life that you would ever be just when she said, that's what God done to me. So when we seen you got caught in your lie, that wasn't AI. That sure wasn't never green. Life was great. Is when she said, that's what John Carter done to me. Man, shout out to Trevor Green, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Trevor Green. Those songs, those cartoons, masterpieces. I promise you. That song right there, that should be the starting of like a cartoon show or something. Like that literally should be like the start of a series or something. I promise you that's tough right there. That one right there is, I mean, he's got a lot of great ones over there, but that one right there, I said, man, that's a good one right there. But if you guys have been following recently, if you guys been around for this, you guys know what it is. You guys see what it is. It's manipulation at its finest. The way that they play, the way that she goes about this, the way that she handles this, I want you guys to think about this. If we talking about Danny Robertson, why did Jaguar Wright come out and defend everything that we were talking about Danny Robertson? She said, "Oh, you're a scammer and a squatter, right?" Those was things that Danny Robertson said, right? She said, "Oh, that's why the Avengers kicked you out. We never was in the Avengers. Only somebody that's a part of that circus would actually try to say the same things that they're saying." So the same person that painted a narrative about you allegedly falsely is the same person that you're willing to believe with the narrative about me. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. If if I'm suing Danny Robinson or trying to get Danny Robinson's name to sue her, Jaguar should be my best friend. Jaguar should be like, yeah, the robot's going down, so on and so forth, or something of that, something like that. The fact that she's popping out to defend Danny Robinson, that is weird to me. You know, it's like shuffling cards over here. You don't know what the next hand's gonna bring. I feel like I'm sitting at the spades table trying to bid my hand, right? 1 minute the conversation is this, the next minute the conversation is that. Now that Jaguar knows investigation on her head, now she's trying to point the finger at other people so they won't look at the whole situation and call it for what it is, right? Now, just so you guys can get a grander understanding of what it is that we are speaking about when we talk about cyberbullying, cyber harassment, or any of this stuff that's going on online, you need to listen right here, right? Examples of cyberbullying can include sending mean and threatening messages via email, text, or other messaging platforms, right? Tricking a victim into revealing personal details or embarrassing information and discriminating it to others. Forwarding private messages or exempt pictures to others without consent. Spreading rumors online or via text. Using social media to make fun of people, including with fake online profiles. States that take both cyberbullying and traditional bullying seriously, anti-harassment laws could result in criminal charges, including misdemeanor charges for those who engage in either type of it. Now, in order for us to go further into this, we have to understand the states that this is troublesome in, right? Now, if we get into the states of the states that we might find this troublesome in, right? No, no, no. Before we do this, let right here. Here are some examples, right? California Code, Sector 653.2 makes it a misdemeanor to use electronic communication devices to distribute any personal information, including a photo about someone that causes that person to experience a reasonable fear for their own safety or for the safety of loved ones, or an electronic message harass incite them to distribute someone else's personal information. That's California. Remember these places. California, that's one. Arizona, reveal status sector 1329, cyberbullying, an illegal form of harassment. This and this offense includes contacting or causing any type of harassing communications by verbal, written, electronic, mechanical, telegraphic, or telephone means. The offense is a class. Texas, right? Penal Code Sector 42.07 includes cyberbullying and its harassment law, making illegal to send repeated electronic communications in a manner reasonably likely to social media or any internet web in a manner. Texas has a law called Davis Law, which makes it possible for bullying victims and their guardians to request that a court issue is injection order ordering the end of the abuse behavior. Violating and violating injunctions can result and being held in contempt of court and potentially jail time or other penalties. Now, you guys might ask, why is this important? It's very important because who occupies these states? Isn't Jaguar in California? Doesn't Jaguar be in Arizona? Doesn't she has, crimes in Texas? Now, when you're looking at who can possibly get in trouble for this, not everyone in every state has these cyberbullying laws. But just so happens that the big Jaguar and the states that she's stomping around in does have these laws. So, as you see Jaguar on here, cyberbullying, stalking, harassing, doing all these other things, I want her and Odell to remember it's your states that have these things. That's why you're under investigation. That's why they're looking into you guys, right? For all the stuff that y'all doing online, right? I'm pointing it out. That's all I'm doing. I'm pointing it out. See, it's a difference. You guys are doing it, and we've been pointing it out. What from the time that you bullied Lady Letitia, from the time that you bullied Amber, from the time that you bullied Selma, from the time that you bullied, we've been pointing it out, and we're going to continue pointing it out, right? You're not going to scare us away from this. You're not going to stop us from talking about this. You're not going to jump on a panel and try to do a Uno reverse to where as though you try to make it seem like you're gathering some type of evidence to prove that I'm a part of some type of troll farm only because we're pointing out that you guys are a part of this troll farm. And when it all comes out, I hope y'all get hit with the RICO Act. Everybody and every name that's involved, I hope y'all get hit with the RICO Act. All those back end conversations on WhatsApp, all those back end Patreon conversations, the fact that you literally are trying to steal the homestead idea that we got going on is more telling than anything that you're on your Patreon trying to make it seem like you're looking for land so you can do this and do that. Like nobody heard that lady come up last night or not last night, but the night before that and say, "Oh, I got a gift for y'all if y'all going to accept. I recently came in on some I don't have no money for y'all, but I recently came in on some land and I want to give y'all an offer to start a homestead if y'all agree with it." So you mean to tell me the same farming and homestead stuff that we doing right now, you trying to pretend to do on your Patreon? Uno reverse. Uno reverse. So you steal our ideas. You don't like us, but you like our ideas enough to try to take them to your Patreon and make it seem like you doing it, right? You don't like us, but you willing to steal our idea and try to build a homestead. You probably don't even know what a homestead is, if we being honest. You probably don't even know what it is. That's why you and Odell keep on trying to, we on the same page. When the lady said black homesteads, when when she said the email was Black Homestead, oh yeah, we on the same page. You ain't got to say no more, and you ain't got to say nothing no more. Besides what you already said, because we on the same page, and Jaguar gonna get in touch with you, and blah 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 blah, because it's on her email, and wooty wooty woo. Like, cut it out, man. Y'all are fake. Y'all are fake. Y'all don't have original ideas, so you stealing people intellectual properties online, trying to take their page down as you steal their intellectual properties and go on and pretend to be what they was and do what they do and all of that stuff. Because y'all ain't real. Now, responding, when it comes to responding to cyberbullying, right? Top 10 tips for adults who are being harassed online, right? These are the top 10 tips, right? Uh, do not retaliate, right? Record everything. Talk to your employer. Contact law enforcement. Talk about it. Consult with an attorney. Report abuse. Cut ties. All right. So those are the top 10 things that you could do. You don't have to do it in that order necessarily. The top 10 things that you can do if you are being bullied, so on and so forth. And if you are looking for area wise, here are some of the states who has that bullying claw in them. You can look up some of the states to find, what states it apply to. That don't. Not every state has a cyberbullying network. Luckily, California has one. Luckily, Texas has one, and luckily, Arizona has one. So, you know, these are places that have them. So, if Jaguar happens to live in Arizona, then guess what? Knock knock. If Jaguar happens to live in California with Wolf Coochie, guess what? Knock knock. You know, if you go back to Texas, that's a double whammy because when Texas gets your ass, it's a triple, triple, triple knock knock. This is why I keep on telling them why I keep on playing the game with somebody that's not trying to play, but way smarter than y'all, right? Why I keep on trying to play the game with somebody that's not trying to play the game, but is also way smarter than y'all. I keep telling y'all, just let bygones be bygones. Let us go about our way. Let us finish our homestead. Stop putting, false claims on us. Stop trying to say this. Stop trying to say that. Y'all still want to defame our character. So now we got Danny Robinson defaming our character, saying that we're squatters. And now we got Jaguar defaming our character with Wolf Coochie, trying to say that we got a great van and so on and so forth. The same thing that Murphy and them did when they try to say we had CP in the Discord. So it goes from CP in the Discord to Danny Robertson saying we're a squatter. Now Jaguar Wright and them is coming out and saying that, oh, we got a great van. Okay, well, guess what? I got cyberbullying on my hands because obviously these people will not let me just go ahead and build a homestead. They will not let us go ahead and do our content. They will not let bygones be bygones, right? So now, since I went through all of the steps already, right? I already contacted the law, so on and so forth. Now, there is some stuff that you could do to prevent it into it. So the prevention part, top 10 preventions would be stay updated with the privacy settings, restrict access to your content information, um learn internet etiquettes, don't send appropriate pictures or videos, Google yourself, do not accept friend requests from strangers, use site-based controls, keep your information protected, be skeptical online interactions, right? So be skeptical about online interactions, so on and so forth, right? But as you know, we're already past all of that because they already doxed us. They already used this person to do that. So the next person that we're waiting for to come out with a video is Queen Tulsa. So once Queen Tulsa comes out with her video defaming our character, so on and so forth, that also links her into the group coming from Danny Robinson and so on and so forth. So all we're doing is putting the pieces of the puzzle together so the investigator can have a greater idea of how this is working and how they're working this network in order to stalk and harass certain content creators. It might not be the same person, but if that person pays somebody else on here to dox you, if that person pays somebody else to do it, and there's electronic form for that, like if they've been talking on the back end, whether it be WhatsApp, Discord, Patreon, or if there's electronic transaction, whether it be Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, so on and so forth, it will link these people together. So I'm doing the work to try to get the list of the people, but the investigators and so on and so forth is going to do the rest of the work to get the information for the electronic transactions. And because you got to have warrants for all that or whatever. I can't do that. But I know there's electronic transactions that link these people together on the back end. On the front end, we see what we see on the front end, but on the back end, these people are in contact with each other, whether it be Instagram Messenger or whatever, they're all in contact with each other. So let everybody do their job. All right. Now, if if that's not enough, then once again, you guys can always go back and listen to Maggie's video where they come up and speak, you know, all types of things and say all types of things and try, so on and so forth. So let's get into some of that.
That strange thing with. Want to know? I want to know why do you still? Why do you still have? Why do you know?
Right? The man I'm speaking to.
See, once upon a
Gotcha.
time, when people were being rude, you used to mute people and ask people to be quiet.
This ain't no slick right
You're falling far. Your standards are so low. Okay.
Gotcha. Huh? See, y'all probably didn't think that we were this smart. See, y'all thought we can't think. Let's go. Y'all thought that nobody sees the game that you're playing. Gotcha. Huh? Huh? Now, let's take a moment. Take a deep breath. Woosah. Now, I want you guys to remember what I just said regarding the examples of cyberbullying, right? Now, these people are coming up trying to, go with mean and hurtful threats and say this. And Maggie actually got a good case of defamation of character or cyberbullying, because if you hear the personal things that Jaguar is trying to say, these are things that she got from Maggie, right? Using different variations of ways to get details or embarrassing information. See? And then putting it out there to the public. That's the second one right there he did. Tricking a victim into revealing personal or embarrassing information, right? That's what she did. She tricked her personal information, and then she used that personal information in order to tear her down and slander her, right? This is why we say don't give out too much personal information, because this is what the cyberbullies need. This is why we doing the homestead. They trying to make up all these lies about van and make up all these lies about squatting. Even though we're transparent and showing you guys everything that we're doing, they're still going to make up these lies. They're going to make fake accounts. It says that in here, right? Spreading rumors online or text. We got a lot of that going on. They're having back end conversations, WhatsApp conversations, group conversations to further try to get groups of people to go against you, right? Look, using social media to make fun of people, including with a fake online profile. Do you see that? Including a fake online profile. So it don't matter if they're doing this anonymous shit. It don't matter if they saying nobody knows who I am. That IP gonna know who you is when your ass get hit with cyberbullying. So you can make all the accounts you want to cyberbully, but your ass is grass. That's the reality. And this is why we left it alone for 7 months. This is why we stopped talking about it for 7 months, because we cut ties. That's the last thing that we had to do. After we contacted law enforcement and everything, we cut ties. Y'all seen us disappear for 7 months, right? As soon as we come back, try to get back doing the homestead, they pop back up. They pop back up. So we took all the proper steps. We took all the proper precautions, right? But as you can see, they pop back up. So if you too are going through this, here are some things that you would need to know. And especially in California, if you're in California and you're in Arizona, you're in Texas, right? This helps you. This helps you because these cyberbullying laws are big in these areas, right? Cyberbullying cases is big in Texas, California, Arizona. Just so happens to be all of Jaguar's stomping grounds, right? And I didn't pick these places. These are places that are big and it's already happening. That's why they have the Davis law in Texas. You know what I mean? Because this is cyberbullying, you know. So I didn't pick this. Just so happens that she occupies residency in all three of these places. So if you are in the Dallas area and you happen to put it on her there, then that's another damn ticket that she got on her with them, right? So if anybody's on here getting bullied by Jaguar Wright or Odell, remember, they're in those places that you can do something about it. They're in the area where you can do something about it. You might have to find out, who's in charge of the, cyber bullying department in those areas or whatever the case may be. Present your evidence to them and so on and so forth. And just like some other situations, you too can have an investigation going on, on them. That's how we know that people are looking into the crueltyfree.org, so on and so forth, because we already contacted people who are looking into people like Odell and Jaguar. And they can sit around and try to make it seem like they're connected to the FBI, they're connected to the White House, all of that stuff. If that was the case, Donald Trump would have already pardoned her. All of that stuff is lies too. We don't want to hear that. You guys are scared, like shaking like leaves. Probably can't sleep right now, or you probably at the trap. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not one to just run. I ain't never been one to just run. If you guys are thinking that y'all gonna run me off of YouTube, run me out of this space, you're gonna be sadly mistaken, right? Because the fact that you guys think that we can't occupy this space, the fact that y'all think that y'all got some type of gatekeeping system that y'all created to decide who comes over here and build a page or not, the fact that y'all got all of these little worker bees working for y'all to try to distract the real conversation. Oh, we're going to have a conversation about racism, or we're going to have a conversation about this. No, I'm focused on this. This is what I'm focused on. I don't want to get distracted by the rest of that shit. That's why this person is still on here now doing what the fuck they doing, is because y'all keep on getting distracted. They know y'all got short attention span. They know y'all got ADHD, ADD, ADDD. They keep on distracting y'all. Throw a bunch of other people in y'all face. Amber go change her name and become Dilly and this person, and then start a whole nother story all over again. Start a whole nother storyline all over again. And y'all keep falling for that shit. These people just go change their name and start a whole storyline all over again. And y'all keep falling for that shit. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Lacey one of AT2's mods, or wasn't Lacey one of AT2's mods, or one of the people that was always coming up in AT2's panel? And then they gonna use that same Lacey to try to put them on the panel with me, and then AT2 hurry up and start talking about oh, Ralph's over there cooning. When I specifically said that I did not want to be a part of that, even told Maggie and the other person, I don't want to be a part of this conversation, because you know how they're going to try to paint it. What they do, try to hurry up and just put me on a panel with the person and then run with the narrative. Run with the lie. Because it was a setup. It was all a setup to bring that person on the panel, whoever sent that person over there, to get that person on the panel with me and then paint a false narrative. And AT2 jump on it. As if he didn't hear me say that I didn't want to be a part of this conversation, because it's going to make it look like two black people is up here trying to defend racist white people. I specifically said that. But AT2 already had his backdrop made. He already had a backdrop made for it. How ironic is that? That you already had a backdrop made for the situation. Smells like a setup. You already got a backdrop made for a situation that did not even happen yet? What you talking about, Willis? Who sent you? How you already got a backdrop made for a situation that didn't happen and you still ran with the story? It's like you didn't even go listen to what I said. So you didn't hear me say I didn't want nothing to do with that. And I wasn't about to defend a person who said the N-word. You just ignored all of that and just ran with the little backdrop that you had. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. There's some other things that's very suspicious. But I'm going to wait because the investigation is still out on them. All right? Some PayPals, stuff like that. But investigation's still out on that. So I'm going to wait. I ain't going to say nothing about that yet. I'm going to wait. Right? But I want you guys to understand this. Why did they try to attach me to a conversation about racism when you never heard us speak about racism over here? You never heard us talk like you ain't never hear us have a conversation about that. But they tried to attach me to a conversation about racism. First, you tried to call Rex and tell Rex that I was running around with a white person to take black people's land. And now you try to put a white person on a panel with me and make it seem like I'm taking up for racism. You guys don't see the circle here? You guys don't see the circle here? Think about that. Danny Robinson put it out there that I was running around with YT people trying to take black people's land. And now a black content creator tries to follow up and say, I'm cooning for YT people. But these same content creators is not saying anything about the YT people that they're using to help build their page. How are you using YT people to help fund and build your page, but then go around and tell somebody else that they're cooning for YT people? A lot of your supporters are YT people. How you gonna call another man a coon when your supporters are YT people? You out here shucking and jiving for them. You shucking and jiving for the YT people. Right?
Okay, tell what you want. He say what you want, Jesus You're at the bottom of the barrel. Look at who you're sitting with. He's still sitting with the same people. Look.
All they're gonna do is
You're not sitting with the same people. He said,
watch this. Watch this.
Watch
this. What you
guys
guys like have
Here we are with the bullshit. See, and what is fucking going on here?
Jaguar, what happened to cruelty free?
Excuse me?
What happened to crueltyfree.org, the non-profit organization? What happened to it?
Once again,
And once again, I want to explain to you how a nonprofit organization or a 501c works. When you have a nonprofit organization, 70% of the proceeds have to go back into the nonprofit organization. You can't use a nonprofit organization to take care of you and Wolf Coochie. That's not how nonprofit works. You can't use a nonprofit and 70% of it don't go back to what is. That's not how a nonprofit works. And if you have a 501c, you have to have a staff members. You have to have a list of members. That means you have to have a treasurer, so on and so forth. If you two are the only members, how you got a 501c? How do you have a nonprofit organization and 70% of that nonprofit organization is not going back into the nonprofit organization? And we know that this works because you stated it yesterday on your live that it's only y'all two and you need staff. You don't have staff, but you hope that you get the organization big enough to have staff and you can pay staff. So you have a nonprofit organization, but you don't have staff. You have a 501c, but you don't have staff. Sounds like some frauds going on. Only thing y'all can say that's true about me is my teeth is fucked up. That's the only fucking truth that y'all got, is that my teeth is fucked up. That's it. That's what y'all big whole thing is. I'm not gonna say Maggie set me up. Maggie might not have knew about it, might have knew about it. You know, somebody else could have sent those people over there. Maggie just might be interested in conversations or whatever. I'm not gonna say Maggie set me up because that's not really how I think. You know, Maggie's gonna conduct herself how she conduct herself, and that's it. I'm not here to say that Maggie set me up. Because I know what y'all want to do. Y'all are trying to put me against Maggie. Y'all want me to not fuck with Maggie or Maggie to not fuck with me, and I can't give y'all that type of power over me. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. Maggie got her ways, that's it. If you understand human behavior, then you understand you only got two choices. You can accept somebody's ways and deal with it, or you can try to keep on change them. They're not going to change. Maggie's Maggie, right? That's simple. Um, where the setup came from, I don't care. I don't care where the setup came from because I didn't fall for it. Even in real time, I didn't fall for it. Everybody that watched it seen that I didn't fall for it. Now, for the people that got mad because I said what I said, because I stated that, this is bullcrap and this is just another way to try to make it look like, somebody's taking up for this or taking up for that. That's what they were mad about, that I peeped it. They were mad because I seen it before it happened, that they wasn't able to paint me like that. So they mad because I seen it before it happened. Why do you think AT2 hurried up and did a live about it? Even after he came up on the panel, he hurried up and did a live about it. Headline, Ralph and Maggie cooning. Not Maggie and Ralph, Ralph and Maggie. Couldn't wait to put my name in the title so somebody can say something about him. And then he can make it look like, oh, he's over there talking about me. Make it make sense. It would be no reason for him to put my name in the title if he actually watched that live. If he actually watched that live, he would have said the same thing OKC said. Oh, they tried that shit on him. He ain't fall for it. He would have said that he would have came to the same conclusion everybody else came to. So why would AT2 hurry up and do a live about me saying that I'm cooning for somebody, and he already had the damn thumbnail before the live was over? Before the live even ended, he already had a thumbnail ready. Think about that. Queen Tosa pops up talking about she got a foul on me and she's going to do a live about me. All these people that's connected to Danny Robinson are now doing lives about me. But y'all don't think that's organized? You don't think that should be looked into as the RICO Act? Whether willing or unknowing, knowing, whatever you want to call it, it's not making no sense. What y'all trying to prove? That if somebody go after Danny Robinson, that everybody, because somebody's standing up to Danny Robinson, y'all gonna keep on attacking me until I stand down, until I say I don't want no problems with Danny Robinson? No, that's not how this shit works. That's not how truth works. You don't get to bully somebody until they fall for y'all lies. You don't get to bully somebody until they say, oh, just please leave me alone. No, that's not how this works. This ain't gangs in New York. This ain't the Blood and the Crips. Y'all can't bring that thug mentality to the internet. You ain't jumping on the internet trying to act gangster and thugs and shit. Jumping people in and all that weird shit. Then when somebody don't want to be a part of it, y'all go try to paint them out to be a bad guy because they don't want to be a part of your shenanigans. I never wanted to be part of y'all shenanigans. Y'all are not truth seekers. And the Avengers running around with all of this, we the toughest, baddest group around. Danny Robinson is anonymous. She's not even a real person. You don't even know if she's an agent of chaos or not. Y'all just fell in love with an avatar. That's it. Y'all fell in love with an avatar. And y'all running around allowing this avatar to cause havoc in the black tea sector. But if she really had the power that she had, why is she not causing peace in the black tea sector? Why is it always hate? Why is it always I'll show you what a real bitch do. I'll show you how much of a bitch I can be. Why is it always venom? Y'all ain't got shit positive going on. You ain't trying to unite the community, but you want the community to keep fighting. And then we got all these outside entities. Like, y'all already plotting against each other, but now we got to worry about the UK and Ireland. And y'all already against each other. Why would I want to be a part of that? Why would I want to be a group that don't have loyalty to nobody but themselves? That don't even make sense. So you get AT2 tries to do a live about me. AT2? Come on, bro. Come on. We watched you do the flip my dip shit back 7 months ago when we was on the freeway farm shit. We watched you do the flip my dip where you just ran with whatever narrative that Danny was running with. We watched you do that. OKC won out the group that he speaks his mind on how he see it. He calls how he see it. The rest of y'all just following Danny. Whatever Danny say, you're not doing the work for yourself. Probably drinking and fucking going to the casino all day. Ain't got time to think about nothing else but gambling. You ain't trying to put your money together and buy no land. But you stopping the person that is trying to put that is bringing unity back, right? Y'all want to talk shit about the person that's actually showing and proving, that's showing that they out here on the farm, showing that they trying to put together unity in the physical world. That's the person that y'all want to keep stopping. The bullshit y'all doing is going to keep on going. Controversy sells, controversy sells, controversy sells. We get that. But the fact that y'all worried about a page that's not monetized, that's what y'all need to question. Why are they so worried about a page that's not even monetized? Why they so worried about a person that's not monetized? That's not, y'all not questioning that? Y'all ain't questioning why they so worried about a person that's not monetized? But they always say other people are chasing clout. Don't strike y'all as odd that they trying to tear down a page that's not even monetized. That don't find y'all that ain't striking y'all as odd. But the people who keep saying, I need them for the clout, I need them for the clout, they all seem to be talking about me. But I'm the one that need them for the clout. How? How, Sway?
All the defamation that you've been spitting about
What happened to the cruelty-free.org?
talking over people.
Much mouth.
See, that's the problem. How we know y'all are sitting here fucking lying and capping.
Are you mad? Are you upset?
You can't let anybody speak.
Why are you dropping F-bombs?
What do you want? Well, because I want to kill the monetization on this live.
Oh my God. You hear that? Because I want to kill the monetization on this live. Sounds like brigading. Sounds like cyberbullying. Somebody just coming to tell you that they want to take the monetization of your page. Just blatantly and blatantly tell you to your face that they want to take the monetization of your page. Right there to your face, they telling you this. Huh? Ones in the chat. Is that not a form of cyberbullying? Let's keep listening.
Thank you. You're so cute. Okay, now tell me, what is your question? What is your question?
So you
Well,
really
I'm gonna say fuck. No, I really don't.
You see that? So I'm gonna say fuck. Listen to this. I'm gonna say agate. Listen to this. I had to give y'all a late night special. I had to give y'all in courtesy of Jaguar Wright. I had to give y'all a late night special.
No, it really wasn't.
Mute, Maggie, mute them. Drop them down. They trying to say a bunch of stuff to get your page taken. That's why I kept talking over them. That's why. Now, let's think about this. There's only two things that can happen from here. One, right? Because I'm using Maggie's content, then they use Maggie to strike my page, right? I use Trevor Green content. I don't think Trevor Green's going to strike my page, but I'm using Maggie's content, right? So if Maggie's not a part of it, then we should be good using her content, right? Right? Because what they might be trying to do is make me use one of their content so somebody can strike my page. See, they haven't been able to do that. We haven't been over here talking about them like that for them to come over here and strike our page for whatever, right? So this would be their way of trying to get up under my skin so I can talk about them so they can strike my page. It's a game. It's one big fucked up gimmick. The only thing is they keep on thinking that I'm dumb enough to fall for it. That's what they keep on thinking. Oh, he'll take the bait. He'll take the bait. Make it make sense. Now you got the Snoopies out there. Think about what Snoopy and them is doing. Snoopy and them is trying to take the Ada situation and act like they're the ones who exposed the Ada situation. Like they wasn't in the Discord when we exposed the Ada situation. So now they're trying to take credit for the Ada situation, and we were the ones who already originally exposed the Ada situation. Does that make sense? The same people who was in bed with Murph, who was the originator of the Ada situation, is now trying to make it seem like they were the ones that exposed the Ada situation. Does that not strike you as odd? Does that not strike you as odd? Okay. I didn't let them talk because I already knew that they.
Good job. I exposed them.
That's why I didn't let them talk because I knew that they were going to try to just say a bunch of shit. That's why I kept cutting them off because I knew that they were just trying to say a bunch of shit to try to get your page down.
Jack, If you come up back, you better not be talking stupid word, okay? I will drop you again. Okay, don't bug me. Which 82 should we put? Should we?
Now, this is why I said Maggie should. This is what the only thing that makes me upset with Maggie is the fact that she don't even see her own potential. That's what really makes me upset about Maggie, is that she don't see her own potential. Right? She's always like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. I get it that you don't care, but you're dabbling in stuff that people actually care about. You know? You're talking about the stuff. So because you don't care, you're bothering the people that do care with a lack of care. And then my whole thing is I was trying to get Maggie to join the Discord so that way we can have like different variations of things to avoid. Like avoid this, avoid that. But she don't want that. So, me personally, I'm going to avoid certain said conversations or topics. I tried to stay quiet, tried not to say anything, right? Couldn't do nothing. You say, why let them up if she was in a cult? No one's saying Maggie's in a cult. What are you talking about? Do you see how y'all try to paint the narrative, how y'all want to paint the narrative? Do you see how y'all want to paint the story, how y'all want to paint the story? But nobody said Maggie should apologize for telling me to kiss her black ass. None of y'all said that. None of y'all called Maggie out on her bullshit and said, Maggie, you was wrong for that. Even though I came back and apologized to Maggie, nobody said Maggie should apologize for when she said, oh, he can take that N-word and kiss my black ass. I didn't catch that part. I went and got in the shower. I didn't catch that part until I heard it on OKC page today, when he played the live today, and I heard that part. I said, damn, was it that easy? After I just helped you with the Snoopy situation and everything, it was that easy for you to tell me to kiss your black ass? I just helped you with the whole Snoopy situation. And you told me to kiss your black ass that quick over a situation that I wasn't even yelling at you about. That kind of stung. But that's the shit that makes me look like a fool every time, right? Because that's the shit that people gonna say. Look at how she talked to him. Look at how he did him. He's stupid. He a puppet. He keep going back over there. He keep going back over there. Look at how she's doing him. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Ballerina 82 this time.
Y'all are too old to be not wanting to have conversations.
Okay, Ralph, wait, wow. Set in the West, Jack, no stupid word. No stupid.
I'm sitting up there trying to protect her page. I'm sitting up there trying to protect her page from Jaguar and Wolf Coochie. I'm telling her they're trying to do something to take your page. They're trying to do something to take your page. I'm sitting there trying to protect the page, right? And then another situation happened where I'm sitting there trying to protect the page, help her, right? And then she says, oh, he can kiss my black ass.
Are we okay? Are we calm?
That's how you say
No stupid word. Are we cool?
stupid word. That's how you sound, Maggie.
Second. This is what I said. Is it okay? No stupid word. Muting. Stop muting. Stop. Words. No stupid words. No stupid. To be respectful.
To get respect.
Clearly respectful. No. What? No.
That's not how respect works. Respect is
Talk.
if you guys
What do you want? He was already there before. Bothers me. This is the thing that bothers me more than. Hello, Kimmy. You sit there. Why? Wow. Oh, so now bring a bunch of people up. Yeah, no, we're out of here.
No, we need to
get that.
Oh,
Y'all good at
disrespecting.
I know you good at why you been running your whole life. I'm looking for you in Texas right now. Run. Run.
Maggie and Ralph.
I don't see how y'all gaining so much weight. Do is run. How y'all gaining all this weight? If all y'all doing is running.
Why do you want to?
But think about it, Maria. Think about it like this. I never raised my voice at her, right? If I raise my voice because of the topic, then I'm raising my voice because of the topic. I never yelled at Maggie. I never said, Maggie, you're a piece of shit for this. I never yelled at her. So for her to turn around and say, I can take that N word and kiss her black ass, I'm not the one that brought up the conversation about the N word. She forced me to answer the question, even though I was avoiding it. I was quiet for a reason. She tried to make it seem like I'm not Black American, so I need to get a Black American's opinion on this. Ralph, what do you think? I was quiet for a reason because I didn't have nothing to say about that. I was up there because of what? She had the title as Danny and Atwoods. I thought she was going to talk about Danny Robinson and Atwoods. So I was going to wait until she got back on the conversation about Atwoods. I didn't want to involve myself in a racist conversation or a conversation about race. So I was quiet. She forced me to respond and then got mad at me. I didn't know them people to respond. I don't know a Jed. I don't know whatever the other. I don't know that situation to respond to it. So that's why I wasn't saying anything. Everyone was in the comment section saying, "Oh, he subbed out. He subscribed out of this. He's not involved in this." And she's like, "What do you think? We want to hear what you think." And then got mad at me. I came up and apologized. What all you doing is running, my boy.
Mush mouth. Mush mouth. Why am I running?
You Tony, I get tough. But you running.
Right here. I need you to comment.
Pull your run. Pull
Comment.
your skirt up and run. Pull your skirt. Pull your skirt. And what did I say? I said that everyone's going to make it look like me and her was up there going to bat for racist people. And what did she say? I don't care. I literally said that. I said, Maggie, everyone's going to try to make it seem like we're up here taking up for a racist person. I don't care. So you don't care that they're about to paint me like that too? I understand that you don't care if they paint you like that, but you don't care that they're about to paint me like that with you? I understand you don't care about your own image, but you don't care that I'm telling you that they're about to paint me like this And you're like, I don't care if they paint you like that. Just like she didn't care when they said that I had child porn in the in the Discord. And that went on for 3 fucking weeks before the truth came out about it. So how many times? How many times do I let somebody play in my face before I protect myself from that person? Or do I just got to keep on turning the other cheek and doing what's right and being held accountable for my wrongs and apologizing for my wrongs? Am I the only one that got to keep on apologizing for their wrongs? Am I the only one that's got to keep on turning the other cheek? Up, my boys.
What?
Pull your skirt up. Let Jaguar
Y'all
talk.
are so desperate for content. This is what you're doing.
You right?
You're so desperate
Hey, yo,
for
mama
content.
said
I don't want to talk to you, woman. I want to talk to you.
Did you come to mine? No, I came to tell you. Don't
I'm not hurt.
delegate.
I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt by it. I'm just trying to give understanding. I'm just trying to give understanding around it. If I was hurt, I wouldn't have popped up in Maggie's panel today. I mean, I wouldn't have popped up in her live today. You know what I mean? I'm not hurt by it. I'm always going to give somebody an opportunity to change. For I too would like a chance to show change, right? But what I'm saying is, how many times? How many times do I know that this game is going on over here? I know that these people are just doing this for content. I know that they just want, that conversation to be had so they can get the, content for it, whatever. I know that. But if I'm being transparent and I'm being honest and people like me for the clarity and the honesty, then it comes with truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I know the internet is undefeated. So why would I sit on a panel that I see going left already? That would be like me staying on a panel with Too Strong and Quiet Storm, right? So if this is a racist person coming up on a panel, why do I have to sit up here and attach myself to this person? You know how the internet's going to work it. And that's exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to paint the narrative, and this is why I say you cannot say, we cannot be pointing out Snoopy for interfering in the black community and culture, and then you got this other person who you okay with interfering. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't say that this person was wrong for giving a lecture on nappy headed, but then say that this person is cool for having a whole nigger conversation. And I use that ER purposely because that's how they're using it. And these are 2 white people having the conversation. And you wanted me to chime in on 2 white people having a conversation about the N word? What the fuck do I need to say about 2 white people having a conversation about the N word? What is it to say about 2 white people having a conversation about the N word? I think once they had that conversation, that was enough said right there.
Yeah, you're right. You're weird. You just text me. You're weird.
No, what? No, you're a stalker. You're a stalker.
I'm not mad at Maggie, Maria. I'm not mad at Maggie. I'm not mad enough to like confront her about it or anything like that. Like, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let bygones be bygones. I'm not mad enough to bring it up to her so she can try to. I already know how this works. If I bring it up to Maggie, all she's gonna do is try to turn it around and try to make it seem like I'm wrong for having feelings. So I'm not bringing it up to somebody who don't have empathy for other people's feelings. That'd be asinine or redundant. The only feeling she feel is her own. So unless she went through the shit that I went through or the people went through, she's not going to feel it. So what would be the point of me going out my way to try to make her feel what it is that people feel about that conversation? What would be the point of me going out my way to try to tell her how strongly Black Americans feel about that conversation? What would be the point? It would be pointless because she don't care how strongly we feel about that conversation. I would be wasting my time. I understand that Maggie's going to be Maggie. Other people need to understand that Maggie's going to be Maggie. Not me. I expect Maggie to be Maggie. So the conversations that I might hold dear to my heart, she cares nothing about. So why, you know, it would be a waste of a good, you know, it would be a waste really. It would literally be a waste for me to even bring that up to Magic. In fact, it would be a nice way for them to spin it off on me. And then Magic be like, oh, so now I guess Ralph is mad at me because of whatever, whatever, and just try to go right back into that fight and shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not going. I promise you, it's not a near person in here that is going to trick me into going back into beefing with them. I'm not doing it. The concept of them faking like they want peace only to try to wage war again, that shit don't make sense. That shit don't make sense. The fact that they fake like they wanted unity only to turn around and say we want war doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, I'm not going to have a conversation about race. Why? You want me to tell you why I'm not going to have a conversation about race? One's in the chat. One's in the chat. You want me to tell you why? Whenever you have a conversation about race and you actually have white friends that you care about, it makes them feel uncomfortable. So I don't have a conversation about race because it makes my white friends feel uncomfortable. That's why I don't have a conversation about race. It's not about black people argue about that shit all the time. Black people always want to have a conversation about race. You know who don't want to have conversation about race? Good white people. The white people that's not racist. The people that's not racist don't want to have a conversation about it because they know how that shit makes people feel. You know who do want to have a conversation about it? Prejudiced people. Prejudiced people love having a conversation about race. You don't find that ironic that prejudiced people love having a conversation about race? All the good, loving people in the world, we don't have conversations about shit that hurt other people. The good people ain't trying to have conversations that fucking hurt other people. We not trying to remind you of the pain. You know who trying to remind you of the pain? Prejudiced people, hateful people, people that want hurt people that hurt people. angry people. I mean, at any time, you can correct me if I'm wrong. At any time. Any one of you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't like white people. I don't like black people. I don't like Chinese people. I like good people. That's it. I just like good people. Give a fuck what box that good come in. You can have stripes. You could do just good people. That's it. But y'all want to make it seem like only black people are good. And then the other half want to make it seem like only white people are good. And then y'all want to put us in the middle of y'all fight. Somebody's got to choose a side. What the fuck? You don't see what side we on? We on the side of unity. We on the side of right is right and wrong is wrong. You don't see what side we on? We keep showing y'all that we ain't on those sides. None of them. We constantly show y'all that we ain't on those sides. But that's what I'm saying. For the people that's having those conversations, they're having those conversations. Whether I want those conversations to be had or not, those conversations are being had. We don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to, people don't have to come until after it's all done. I understand that people got to fight the fight. I understand. Let the people that want to fight go fight. Let the people that want to riot go riot. Let the people that we going to be here when the people ready for learning. We going to be here when the people ready for unity. We going to be here when the people ready for love. I don't have to pick up a sword. Maybe I'm a bad motherfucker with nunchucks. Everybody got a weapon of their choice. Our weapon ain't hate. Our weapon ain't hurt. Our weapon ain't pain. Our weapon is love. Our weapon is unity. That's our weapon. We don't have to choose the weapon that they choosing. We don't have to keep doing what they doing. We understand we all in the same fight. We all understand we here. We sharing this human experience. We all understand we in the same fight. But the weapon that you choose is completely up to you. You guys mad at me because I choose love as my weapon? Are you serious? You mad at me because I didn't choose pain, hurt, sadness, depression, degrading, belittling. You mad because I choose love as my weapon. That's what you mad about. The weapon that I decide to use. You mad because I choose unity instead of division. You mad because I choose to bring together instead of break apart.
Always text you. Nobody talk to you. That's why y'all mad because y'all was supposed to don't ever try to contact Walker out.
You guys are weird. Huh? Y'all are straight weirdos. Like, weird. This is a warning. Weird. Stop. She's international, so she's got a different investment.
Stop. And that is killing Jack. Once again, No,
You know what you're mad about? You know what you're really mad about, Jaguar?
Oh,
You're really mad.
stop. Please don't touch me again now. No, you don't. No.
There's authorities on your ass.
Tonight. No. Please. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Yes, I'm going to text him good night. And what else are you going to do? No, I think that's enough. Jesus Christ. No. You're going to text him again tonight.
Listen to how that. This is why I don't play games with personas like Jaguar, because she's trying to set the stage by basically trying to add more to what you're doing than what you're doing, right? So instead of her saying, instead of her taking Maggie's, I'ma text him, and what else you're gonna do? You're gonna keep calling him, and you're gonna keep harassing him, and you're gonna keep what? Just like when I said we don't have to be bullied by y'all. We don't have to take it. Who's we? Who's we? I'm saying me and Maggie. No, who's we? Who's the we? You that's how I know you was hired by Sean Monroe. Because of that AI video. You was hired by him. Because of that Jay-Z video. Now you putting a Jay-Z video on me. Saying I was hired by them. I guess you're going to say I'm the one that edited the video, huh? He's probably the one that AI did. Come on, Jaguar. That ship done sailed.
Gonna call him and say, what else are you gonna do? I'm gonna call him.
Stop trying to play victim. This is the saddest thing ever.
Yeah. Get to the soundbite. Now I'll make
Y'all are so sad.
No, wait, let me talk to Ralph the Mouse. Let me talk to Ralph the Mouse.
Shut up. I ain't gotta talk to me, bro. I ain't got no words for you. I want to talk to the man in the house. I don't want to talk to the person.
All that feminine energy.
I want to talk to the person who get paid. Why I want to talk to you? Stop talking.
I can definitely
talk to King Ding Dong right now. You need to shut the fuck up. That's what you
want to be King Ding. Mind you, he said it's and Jaguar in the room, right? He say you talking to the biggest penis in the room right now. If it's you and Jaguar in the room, you should be the only penis in the room. The fact that you sitting here telling people that your thing is bigger than Jaguar thing is scary within itself. You talking to King Dingaling. I got the biggest one in the room right now. You trying to tell us something, Wolf? Because it's just you and Jaguar in there. So why you saying that? It's just you and Jag. Yours is bigger than hers? That's what you trying to tell us? No, why are you telling another man? Make that shit make sense that you just told another man that you King Ding Dong. Why you not telling Jaguar that you King Ding Dong? Why you telling another man King Ding Dong?
Right now, hold on.
The shit that you saying, bro. You want another man to think about your penis. That's sick.
actually no. He
Sick, bro.
doesn't. Actually, no, he doesn't.
Look at Jaguar. Actually, no. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Oh man. They make it so easy. Do you hear me? They make it too easy. But yeah, you know, they tried. They tried. They had a nice little plan to try to do this little flim flam maneuver, you know. And it was looking good, you know. Bring me up on a panel, try to get me to talk about this situation and attach me to a whole nother situation. Next thing you know, I'm not talking or focused on Danny Robinson and Jaguar being connected. I'm sitting there focused on Jed and Jillian or whoever that was. I ain't never signed up to talk about Jack and Jill, you know. I seen that deflection coming. That's why I won't argue with Snoopy. I don't even see how that even makes sense for Snoopy to attach herself to a or to the situation. Man, I know what the deflection was. The deflection was for me to sit there and then all of a sudden they put me in a whole different beef that ain't got shit to do with me or nothing that I was talking about or anything like that. I don't even know them people to sit there and argue or fight with them. But I was supposed to fall for it. I was supposed to end up, arguing and fighting with, you know, that whole situation. Don't even make sense. Oh look, I got a solar panel charger. It's a solar panel charger. So when I put it out, there, it's going charge. So that way, if the lights ever go out, well shit, if the lights go out, I doubt I'll be able to use the phone. I don't here's the thing about it. It's not about whether like okay, this is the thing, right? If if um if me and you walking across the street, right? And I tell you I can't see. I need you to hold my hand, right? And when we get to the middle of the street, you let go of my hand and I get hit, and then you say, "Well, I didn't know this and I didn't know that." Da 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 da. Then you know because it's like we already know that there's different variations of attacks that's taking place. So if you already being attacked and you're trying to avoid another attack, why set yourself up for an attack? That's what I'm saying. Like I was trying to avoid the setup. Now, if she's not a part of the setup, then she should have been understanding of me trying to avoid a setup. Do you get what I'm saying? If I'm telling her they're going to paint this out to be this way or that way, and you say you don't give a fuck, that means you don't care that people are trying to set us up. You don't care that people are trying, or and you don't care that this is about to really fall back on me. You don't care how they set you up, right? Because if I'm watching them set up pages left and right, you just had Jaguar come up on your page to do a little setup to try to take your page. And then I'm telling you that they're trying to attack both of us, right? And I'm telling you to avoid this, she's acting all confused of she don't know why this person come up. It's just like when Queen Tulsa came up there and set up there. She's like, "Oh, I don't know what brings Queen Tulsa over here. What brings Queen Tulsa over here?" Queen Tulsa is set up so that way she can look like we had interactions. So when she go bring up my file, it looks like it's justified on why she's holding alive about me. That's the only reason why Queen Tulsa was over there. It's to sit on Maggie's panel to see if she can get me to say something, to see if she can argue with me so she can be justified in this foul that she got on me. Because otherwise, she didn't know me, no interactions with me, or nothing. So now you got Queen Tulsa that comes up there and tries to create a grift with me so she can go do a live about me. And then what? I start beefing with Queen Tulsa? Then you bring up Jed and ask me to say something about Jed. Then what? I start beefing with Jed. Then you bring up Jillian. And I'm supposed to sit here while we protect this racist person. And then the next thing you know, I'm fighting again because now it looks like I defended a racist. It's bullshit. It's a pattern. It keeps repeating. You can't be mad at me for pointing out the pattern. I'm just pointing out the pattern. Like, this seems like a pattern. Even with the AT2, I mean, even with the Too Strong thing. I went up on Maggie's page and defended her against Too Strong and them. And what did Maggie say? Fuck you. How many times? It's impulse control. It's literally impulse control. Impulsive reaction. Impulsive response. So now I gotta be all types of fuck yous and kiss my asses just because she had a misunderstanding. But she's doing it on a public stage. It's not like she's disrespecting me in private. It's not like she's telling me to kiss her ass in private. No, on a public platform, she keeps showing me, all I keep showing her is understanding, looking out for her. But every time it's the other way around, and instead of having a little bit of respect for me, it's always fuck him, he can kiss my ass. But I done respected her enough to save her from Quiet Storm when he was on a panel. I respected her enough to even step in with this whole Snoopy ordeal. But every time it comes to show that same respect back, it's fuck him, he can kiss my ass. Every time it comes for her to show respect back to other people, it's always fuck him, he can kiss my ass. But as long as I'm respecting her, it's cool. But when it comes to her to show that equal or at least a minimum amount of respect back, it's always fuck him, he can kiss my ass. That's not even including the history of the bullshit. From Murph and them trying to say we had CP in the Discord to them trying to send people to my house in South Carolina for my son, telling them, saying that they're going to have people follow my son from school, so on and so forth. Just complete, utter disrespect about somebody else's safety, well-being, or anything. Just put me in all different types of situations and then say fuck him. What type of person do that? If I'm going to bat for you, the least you can do is have a little bit of respect to not, you know, if even if she would have been like, oh, he'll get over it, I would have been cool with that. But to sit there and be like, oh, he can take that N-word and kiss my ass. Her black ass. He can kiss my black ass. But I came back and apologized for yelling. See, unlike most people, I don't justify my wrongdoings. I sit down, I contemplate with myself, I come to the realization that I was wrong, and then I get the fuck up and I go apologize for it. I don't sit there and justify my own bullshit, not even to myself. I don't let myself justify my own bullshit. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I go apologize for my wrongs. I don't sit there and be like, well, that's what I did, and that's just how it is. Take it how you want to take it. I don't do that. That's the operation of feelings and emotions. It don't logically make sense. If you really was sorry that you did something, if you really didn't mean to do it, then you're going to apologize for it. People that don't really mean to do something don't say, I don't care how you take it. Take it how you want. That's what I'm saying. All the stuff that we did, we owned up to everything that we did. Whether right, wrong, or indifference, we owned up to that shit. We the ones that keep on humbling ourselves. We keep humbling ourselves. Images of your penis in my mind.
No, no. Just look at right. You go.
Jaguar. Go ahead. Send me pictures of the black bra. Want me to have pictures of you? I see this now. You want me to have pictures of you too? Think about that. She said we were recruited. This is not a college team. This ain't a high school team. This ain't a football team. Somebody can't recruit you for YouTube. That don't even make sense. You were recruited. You were recruited by Love Jones and Storm Monroe. How are you still spinning the narrative that we were recruited by Love Jones and Storm Monroe when I have the proof to show that we wasn't recruited by Love Jones or Storm Monroe? When I literally have the proof to show that we wasn't. I can even go back and show you when we did reach out to Storm Monroe and he sent us an email back. I can literally show you the Instagram log of when we sent Storm Monroe a message. Now tell me, if I was hired by Storm Monroe, let me find it real quick. That's why I just keep on saying these people lie for no reason. Look, what does this say? Now, I said, hello, Storm. My name is Atlas from TikTok. Would you be willing to do an interview about Jaguar Wright? She needs to be outed for her actions with people on YouTube. That's me. Does that look like I'm recruited by somebody, or does that look like me reaching out to somebody? Does this I'm the one that sent the message. December 23rd, 2024. I'm the one that sent the message. How can some how is it a recruit? No, you're not in timeout. How is there a recruit? There's no recruit. If I'm the one reaching out. That's why I say it don't make no sense. The shit that they say don't make no sense. They're making up shit. When somebody recruits you, that means they contacted you first. You can't be the one contacting somebody and say, "Oh, they recruited me." That shit don't even make sense.
No.
Wherever you want to meet up. Just go ahead and send me pictures of the black box. Wherever you want to meet up.
No.
Fuck it.
What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Something's very wrong with you.
No one cared. No one cared.
I knew it. No, I do have a lie. I'm just sitting here refuting. So who are you cursing at? Okay. You know, Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright. No. Number one, don't call me by my government name. You don't know me well enough to do that. I haven't given you permission to do that.
He's your mother. Like, no, honestly.
Listen, Wolf Cookie said, "Maggie, she's your mother. I'm your daddy." Wolf Cookie just called himself Maggie's daddy. He said, "Maggie, she's your mother. I'm your daddy."
Wait a second. Once again, you need to mute all of those lies. Muted. Tell one lie. You lied about coming into the group chat that day and saying that I attacked you. That didn't happen. You didn't scream at me, Jack. No. That's not what happened. What happened was I was forced.
I was forced. The lack of accountability. To say that you were forced to yell at somebody is crazy work. You talking about Jaquita, Jacquelina, Jaquana, whatever the hell that damn thing is.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
Miss Hell, because you're giving permission to what?
They so upset.
Why are you over? You're going to get screwed tonight, Wolf Coochie, when she put that strap on him. Nigga, your mama gonna get screwed. So you're going to get screwed tonight when that strap on goes on. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to take it out on you tonight. I know the anger that she got for me. She's going to take it out.
We're not.
I'm not. She gonna take it out on you tonight when she pounds you.
You go through all of these tracks with people that you work with and that you're collaborating.
I'm not Storm. I'm not Donata. I'm not your boyfriend.
That.
I'm not the people that you like. That's the that's
what? No, excuse me. You got upset with that those fucking people did to you and your family while your family was in the hospital.
Do you see that right there? That's what they keep bringing up. The personal stuff. See? What does this say? Tricking a victim into revealing personal details or embarrassing information, and what do you say? Next time she'll say no one can force him to. This is Sparta.
You why you
trauma bonding?
Fuck over.
Why are you trauma bonding?
That's you. That's you.
I think you need to go figure out why your sister is saying every.
Go figure out. Go figure out.
What? You're being held by.
You're hosting people.
Look,
You're literally hosting people.
this is
That's big odd.
why you're here. Is he offended by the picture? Is his ego hurt?
What are you talking about?
Number one, those pictures were in the documentary.
We already know all this.
Queen for a prom queen. You leave a prom queen for a prom queen. How you go from queen to fiend? How you downgrade? How you go from a queen to a fiend?
What I do want to know is this, and guess what?
Queen to a fiend.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you
If you change your bra, stop talking about it.
pictures.
If you put a different bra on tomorrow,
Excuse.
stop talking about you.
Once again, how does anybody know what I'm wearing?
Put a different bra on tomorrow, I'll stop talking about
Why are you worried about what I wear?
Like you
No.
fucked up.
No, because I think it's kind of weird. A man who I never met. A man who
wear
I
the
never
same
met.
bra over and over again.
A
That's
man
weird.
who I met.
Women buy so many bras and you just got the same one on over and over again. That's weird.
Stop. What you're doing
Weird.
is actually sexual harassment.
Oh, because I'm talking about your bra?
Yes, it's sexual harassment.
No, it's not.
Really is.
No, it's not.
You unfair.
Your attire, talking about your attire is not sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment.
Y'all
Once again, what about what I'm wearing?
I'm talking about athletes.
Obviously, no, you're not.
Obviously, we struck a nerve. Keep talking about athletes.
Your own hygiene.
Hey, listen.
Scream. Okay? You should be worried about your own hygiene.
You, Jaguar, you got the same bra on. You wear the same bra.
What?
That's a hygienic problem. That's not sexual harassment.
She said what? I don't what?
I'm telling you to change your bra.
Excuse me, Maggie. You just said what? I smell good. I smell like weed and boom boom cream. That's all I said. Actually, no. See, no. See, this is the thing. I don't know.
This is the thing, Jaguar. No, this is the thing.
Person, you just wanted to. And once again, do you want to know why I don't know what you smell like? I don't know you. I've never met you. I don't. And guess what? Neither have you. Like, excuse me. Neither. Excuse me.
Make that make sense, sir. She got the same bra.
You have now made me. Is that why you're here? Because this is insane. Listen, he's talking about the bra. I'm talking about you. No, what I find funny is Odell put a picture up of you
Save the bra.
for the Stevie Awards, and you went listen and said all kinds of shit, and you're listening to this weirdo talk about my bra. You're into your past. I in your past. Intelligence. What? Intelligence. Not done my
Why do you sound so hurt?
So I looked into your past after I saw that you were not the person I thought you were. Into my past with who? With who? Everyone. I didn't even know about Latina Gold. I didn't even know how to say her name.
The gold story's been out there.
Yeah.
Hey,
wait until Tokyo Tony talk to the feds. Then you're gonna see what the shit is.
Talking about.
You know what I'm talking about when that nature boy.
So wait, listen, what does
that whole nature boy thing is about to come back and bite you. Jaguar. You remember Jaguar?
I mean, a non-profit.
Where you mentioned Tokyo Tony. Look. He said the nonprofit organization has nothing to do with y'all trafficking. Now I'm the trafficker. Reach is a toothbrush. Look at how they reaching. They just throwing anything up against the wall to see if it stick. They just throwing anything up against the wall. Talking about that nonprofit has nothing to do with y'all trafficking. What? Tell on yourself much?
You have to rate no characters. I'm not the nobody. I'm not the nobody. Listen to what I'm saying. I have the 6-hour live. Jaguar said out her own. Jaguar said it out her own. Make somebody introduce me to.
Make somebody scream, and that's not going to
Tokyo only introduced. Jaguar, who did Tokyo introduce you to? Jaguar, who did Tokyo Tony?
Yeah, my freak man.
Word that you can actually
Jaguar.
have.
Who did me say Tony? Let me see. Hold on. Before we don't shut this down. Jaguar. I'm gonna give you.
Every time y'all see me, ain't I by myself? You never see me with a bunch of. You don't see me with a bunch of people. You don't see me with baby clothes around. Like, you don't see me with myself. That's the only person you see me with. Even when I'm driving by myself.
Fair warning.
The question is who is texting them?
Right. Jaguar. Who did Tokyo Tony?
Right now. Because that's what's happening. You're being texted by people on what to say.
Tokyo.
Like this is.
Hey, why I was on the things to say. You see how they tell on themselves? They telling us how they operate. They telling us that people text them while they live. They telling us that they traffic people. They telling themselves. If you really listen, they tell it on themselves.
This is pathetic. Excuse me, not
Magic. You cannot go ahead with. You cannot go ahead. Jaguar.
no.
Who did Tokyo Tony introduce you to Jaguar? Now, who did Tokyo?
Look at that. Alive right now. So you telling me that we need you for content, but you talking about you gonna start a live right now and you want me to come over there. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Shut up.
Introduce you to Ralph.
What?
I think I'm losing my voice.
Idea. I got a better idea. Why don't you tell us? Why don't you tell us about? Tell us. You tell us.
Magic, we'll host a live and we'll play the 6-hour live that Jack did because I still have it on my channel. So it's a 6-hour live where Jaguar admits that Tokyo Tony introduced her to the Nature Boy camp. It's on the 6-hour live. The only one with the time. Magic.
That never happened.
You hear her say that never happened? And everybody over here heard me play the 6-hour live where she admits it. And she's sitting there talking about that never happened. That never happened. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Off her channel. She deleted it off her channel. We can go back and everything that Jaguar admitted. Right. Okay.
How did you people are?
You can go back and listen to it.
Still,
We can go back and listen to it, Magic. I promise you. I promise you. I got the whole 6 hours.
You can't say we not undefeated against Jaguar. We got to be like 4-0. We 6-0 against Jaguar. The times that she tried to gang up on us on Maggie's page, the times that she popped up on our page, we about 6-0 against Jaguar.
Wait a second. Because
hour live.
This is so funny.
I got the whole 6-hour live.
This is so funny.
What is funny?
Because you're lying. You're
It's kind of
Okay.
really, what did I lie about?
I got the whole 6-hour live.
like me, I made you scream as if I possessed you. You're actually an adult.
Magic.
Once again,
You know the fans. You've already
All this child.
Jaguar, are you keeping track of your friends? You know the feds just knocked on Tokyo Tony's door for terroristic threats, right?
Okay. Who gives a shit?
Okay, so they'll be knocking on your door next.
Friend, stop.
They're gonna be knocking on your door next.
No, they
Okay. Was Jaguar's best friend.
No, she
Jaguar's
wasn't.
best friend.
No.
Wolf, you wasn't around for this. You wasn't around for this. You wasn't around for Nosy Ho and Tokyo Tony.
Ralph.
Once
This got a whole packet.
Tokyo Tony, the Nature Boy stuff. This was before you, Wolf.
Do you want to know what's funny? Do you want to know what's funny? It was before you.
I got a whole packet. Whole packet.
Right.
Don't worry about it. 50 Cent say, don't worry about it.
How do I got the info? How do I know your connections?
You don't. You made that clear. You don't.
You don't want to speak on Tokyo. You really don't know. Why you don't want to speak on Tokyo pointing you out to Nature Boy camp?
What the fuck is there to say? And that didn't happen.
Yes, it
that
did.
Never
you admitted it out your own.
Actually, no, I didn't.
Okay, we're going to go back and listen to
that.
She's going to say that's AI. The 6 hour live we got is AI. AI generated.
That never happened. No, I don't have to say anything's AI generated. Nothing happened.
Don't worry about it.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen at all.
Okay.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
You need to worry about that crueltyfree.org and why 70% of it ain't going back to the organization. They're investigating that too. They're investigating the crueltyfree.org and why that nonprofit is not making any money. 70% of it is not going back to the nonprofit.
Stop.
See, you know I'm right. Well, that's why you so mad. That's why the feds is looking into that crueltyfree.org account. Look how mad. Look how mad they are. See how mad they are.
Do you remember
Shut the fuck up, you bitch ass nigga.
Into the chat?
Mad much?
Do you remember right before she went full and crazy and none? Right, I remember. Mm-hmm. Okay. She is sitting here saying that she came into the chat and that I attacked her and I started yelling and screaming at her.
Boxing match. Sign the contract and I'll beat you up for 6 rounds. They're going to be knocking on your door next.
No, they
That was Jaguar's best friend.
No, she
Jaguar's best friend.
Ignore him.
That's not working.
That nigga up. He already know.
Hey, you.
Like, this is ridiculous.
He's so mad. He's so mad. That's how you know they in their feelings, because they start using vulgar language and stuff. That's how you know. You see, this is one of the ways to prevent cyberbullying, all right? If you look at the prevention for cyberbullying, right, it tells you pretty much to get your vocabulary right. You know, one of the preventions to this cyberbullying, it tells you got to get your vocabulary right. That way you're not doing the same vulgar thing that they doing. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to, stoop down to their level and start using the same verbiage that they're using, start throwing out the same insults that they throwing out. This is what they want you to do. But we don't ever give them a response that they want. Y'all know that. We never give them the response that they want. We know the game. We know the bull crap. So one of the ways to restrict this is learn internet etiquette, right? So that's one of the ways. Internet etiquette is when you stay within the guidelines and stay within the verbiage and everything like that. So it's good to learn internet etiquette. It's good to understand the algorithm, which words is allowed to be used, and so on and so forth. This way they can't play the copyright strike game.
Oh, when you hit home, as soon as I started bringing up her, getting mad. As soon as I brought up Tokyo Tony, started getting mad. As soon as I brought up the relationship with her son, started getting mad. They just get mad.
What the fuck was that? I kept on telling them, like, yo, I'm gonna listen. But what is that about, like, saying that word? Like, you just want my channel to be in trouble. And while I can fight 1 or 2 times, I cannot fight if you start doing it, like, 1,000 times. Fucking weirdo.
Wolf know that he's not scheduled for no damn. There ain't no type of altercation with a physical man that Wolf want to get in, and that's the truth. That's why he's sitting on here trying to record somebody. If you want to operate like a man, we can listen. They literally have Aiden Ross signs up streamers all the time for different variations of boxing matches. All we got to do is just set up a YouTube boxing match, sign the contract, and I'll beat you up for 6 rounds, however many rounds you want. It's up to you. But you ain't gonna sit here and do all of that fake ass Tony the Tiger tough when we know that Jag is putting it in your butt. I can't find nobody tough when you getting pegged by your girlfriend. I don't think you're tough when you getting pegged by your girlfriend. Why did you drop us in there, Ralph?
You know exactly why I did that.
No, because you're a weirdo. How about that? The word. You're a weirdo and you're a womanizer. Now I'm a weirdo. Oh,
I'm a womanizer.
My bad. Are you what live are you on right now? You on your page?
No, it's on Maggie's page.
You heard Jaguar tell you to shut up. Drop down because you didn't want the truth to be out. You heard Jaguar tell you to shut up.
Ralph, please. You can freely talk, Ayasha. It's just that Odell was saying a word to jeopardize my channel.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing.
It's funny. Words to jeopardize channel, but you'll sit here and
just say
fame.
Yeah,
Jack, I don't owe you respect. I owe you respect. I don't owe you respect.
That's why I don't understand why when it comes from us, it's a bad thing, but when it comes from him, it's okay.
Because I don't give a fuck about this. Ayasha, can you continue?
You don't give a fuck about who?
You.
Well, I know that.
we know that.
So there, Ayasha wants to speak. Let her speak. I didn't scream at her.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I may have been loud, but it was more panic. It may have been out of emotion. It wasn't to scream at anyone.
And I think that's a lot of emotion in these conversations that we've been having. That's been had. I can't even speak right now because I'm kind of understand what's going on.
Well, no, we were just trying to get to the bottom of it because she sat online and she lied to her audience and told her audience that she came into the chat and that I just started attacking her.
No, this is not what happened.
Exactly.
I didn't say you just started attacking me. I said you screamed at me in a way that I was like, okay, I'm out.
That's not the truth. Ayasha, what happened?
That's not what happened. She didn't scream at you. Like you said, you came into the chat with a little panic. That went over you a little bit, trying to get you to calm down. It wasn't like she was yelling at you at all.
Actually, what I had said was,
Shut the fuck up. Exactly. Shut the fuck up because you was loud.
No, fucking you back.
wait a
How are you saying that somebody yelled shut the fuck up and then say that they wasn't yelling at you?
second, though. This is the funny thing, Chad.
When Doc was on the somebody you with Jaguar who's 55 years old where diapers tricks with you. Stop playing.
Sweetheart.
You literally gotta change your diaper just to get some time.
Why am I getting all of this?
Just calm it down. Like I got him. He ain't nothing.
I know that.
You gotta wait for Jaguar White just before you
She think Wolf is the man and he's in control of the situation. She talk about sweetheart. Why am I going through all of this? Oh man. Oh man.
What's really sad is
Around with somebody that wear a diaper.
once again,
Diaper.
he's trying to do this to make me upset.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not upset because it's not true.
Then you can hit the link. Wear a diaper.
It's not true.
Ralph.
It's not true.
Lady fart on her neck. Spray fart. Wet
Ralph.
fart on her neck.
Live right now. Are you going to hit the link?
Y'all are
still live right now. Are you going to hit the link?
people farting on.
No, that was crazy.
That's how she looking at Wolf. Like, you can't stop this man from talking about me. You're not the man I thought you was. She's looking at Wolf like, make him stop. Make him stop.
You know, when she had her clothes on.
Somebody farted on your neck.
I'm live right now. I want you to hit the link. Are you going to hit the link like a man?
No, he's going to stay over here.
I know, because he's a hoe. Because he's sitting here intervening with y'all.
Number one, he's sitting here with women.
You're right.
He's sitting here with women.
Oh my God. He's not sitting here with women because Lily Odell is here.
Actually, no.
Right now.
Actually, no.
Oh,
That's why Jaguar.
He came over. He came over here. Okay.
That's why he's here with women, because
No,
he knows I'm
you're
the
sitting here with women.
That's
You're
why
sitting here with women.
she knows
You're sitting here with women like a girl. Like a girl. Like a girl. You're sitting here with women. You showed up on panel.
I'm starting my life
with a woman.
I want you to really think about your life.
I'm speaking to Maggie.
Jaguar.
I'm speaking to
Jaguar. I
Maggie.
need
I'm
you to really
to
think
the
about
whole.
your life, Jaguar. Jaguar. I need you to really think about your life.
Maggie.
A relationship with your father, relationship with your son. You are just making the wrong decisions.
What is he talking about?
You want a relationship with your father, a relationship with your son, relationship with the third person.
2009. Disrespecting the dead is beyond ignorant. It's beyond ignorant.
You need to make better choices.
It's beyond ignorant. He's sitting here disrespecting a very, very, very good dead black man. Simple fact that my father's name has been used in any kind of defamatory way on this god-awful internet. Excuse me.
We don't even know your father.
Excuse me. Anybody can Google and find out who my father is.
Now, why would we Google who your father is?
I am actually a public figure. That's real. I've been a public figure since 1999.
You are a hobo.
I
live on the streets.
Oh my God.
From sleeping up under a tree. You are not a public figure. I
don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. And what even sadder is, back in 2023, that whole under the tree thing came from when they set me up.
Mind you, how are you going to say that never happened and then go back to 2023 when it happened? How you say that never happened? And when that happened in 2023 under the tree, they were setting me up. What the fuck? You just said it never happened, and then you go on to say that it happened.
After I had gotten out of jail, I was safely and securely at a hotel.
I know you.
Excuse me. Do you see how he keeps over? Why shut up, Maggie? What? No, Maggie, why do you keep letting him talk over me? No, the problem is y'all can't handle the truth. Y'all can't handle the truth.
channel, Nick.
What's really interesting? No, what's really interesting is y'all don't care about the truth. Y'all care about how many lies you can tell on me. Okay. And people sit and watch.
You use your 1 minute to talk like that. What were you saying?
Actually,
What's your email?
I don't need a minute. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I just want to let you know right now. You have no integrity. You have no integrity.
Yes.
You have no integrity.
You didn't care about her. I care about my minute. I care about my minute. I want my whole minute. I want my
It isn't. It really isn't. You had more than a minute. You've done nothing but
a minute, Jaguar. Let me have my minute. You didn't want to.
Talking over
Let me
people.
have your minute too. Let me get you.
Keep talking.
Email. If I wasn't scared of
I get 5 minutes.
What's your email?
I get 5 minutes.
What's your email? I'm gonna give you all the minutes in the world. What's your email?
Now, Wolf.
What's your email? Bro, what's your email?
I'm at 6 minutes.
What's your email?
Oh my God.
No. What's your email?
Man, see my time start yet?
Send the link. I want you to hit the link.
My time start yet?
No.
Hit the link. I want
Wolf,
you need to hit the
like
link.
you don't know my email, bro. When
Nigga,
you wanted to
what's your email?
relationship with your ex-wife, you knew my email then. Stop
What's
acting
your
like you don't know my
email?
email.
Relationship.
Ain't no way. What's your email?
When you was looking to save that relationship with your ex-wife, you
That
got
never
my
happened.
email.
What's your email?
Oh, it didn't?
What's your email? Let's just. What is your email?
Do I need to go back to the email and read it to
What
Jaguar?
is your email? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's do it.
Email and read it.
Go ahead. Read the email. Read the email.
My
Send me your
7 minutes.
email.
Give me my minutes.
Send me your email because I'm going live right now.
What
He's
is
not
not my email for?
He ain't man enough. No.
Understand this. You can ask him a million times. He's a bitch. He's not
How the technician don't know how to get my email? Don't know how to click on my email, look at my account, and get my email.
Why you think it was bitches?
Jaguar, this is your technician. You don't know how to file. You don't know how to get my email.
He's not
No
going
wonder
over
why
there.
you're not growing. No wonder why you're not getting no
What's real
money,
simple? No,
Jaguar.
what's real simple
You got a
is this.
technician.
What's real simple?
Technical. You got a technician that
You
can't
guys,
find
I'm
somebody's email.
fucking tired, Ralph. Shut up.
See, it was a setup to try to get me to come over to Jaguar's page or come over to Wolf Coochie's page or click the link so they can get my whatchamacallit again, or it's just bullcrap. It's just bullcrap. So, you know, just be careful, y'all. Just be careful out there when it comes to these cyber bullies. Be careful, be mindful, you know. This is all you gotta do. Be careful, be mindful, stay out the way. Stay out the way. These people play a lot of games. Okay? You know? If you notice in the games they playing, and you know, once again, we're gonna say the same thing we always say, man. One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. I hope y'all, you know, have a lovely day or a lovely night. Maggie, if you listening, no hard feelings. I didn't take it to heart, you know. However, you know, however I feel, you know, I ain't taking it to heart. Feel about it. It is what it is. I understand. And I get that. So that's it. I just don't want to be included with that convo. You know, that's just the truth about it. I don't want to be included with it, you know, but I understand you got your page to build, you got your topics of conversations that you want to talk about. I'm more so focused on these criminals on here. ones that's playing in our collective, playing in our face. That's who I'm concerned about. These criminals. We can sit down and have all the discussions y'all want once we get rid of these criminals. We can have all the convo we want. We gotta get rid of these criminals. And do y'all know that Jaguar is on her Patreon trying to do the same thing that we doing? Literally, if you go back to Jaguar's last live or the one before the last live, she literally got people trying to donate land to her or give her land so that way they can say that literally donating land. So she a homestead. Do you hear me? Donating land so she can do a homestead. Isn't that the same thing we doing? Aren't we doing a homestead? So now she's got somebody, some Black Homestead. That's the name of the account, Black Homestead. And she said she got some land in Las Vegas or Nevada or somewhere. She got some land in Nevada and she wants to if Jaguar and them accept the contract, she wants to offer them this, to give the people somewhere to go. So now all of a sudden, Jaguar is trying to do homesteads, and Wolf Coochie talking about he out here trying to teach people. So Wolf Coochie trying to teach people, and Jaguar's on her Patreon making it seem like she's doing a homestead. My. And that's why I said they like the idea. They just don't like the person who's presenting the idea. They want to steal my intellectual properties and make it seem like it's them. Like somebody said something about their mom passed or passed away. Wolf Coochie gonna say she transferred. She didn't pass away. She transferred. He don't even know the proper term to use. He's saying transfer instead of saying, that she instead of saying energy don't die, he's like, oh, she transitioned. That's the word he used. He didn't say the energy transferred. He said she transitioned. She transitioned. Shut up. Shut up. Don't even know the proper terminology for the ascension process, but want to sit there and make yourself seem like you know about the ascension process. That's why I keep on saying these people are comical. Because they pump faking. They acting. But y'all have a good night. I got to try to get 3 hours of sleep. Have a great night.